Should
It
I?
has been a fortnight, so I can aid.
Let's see. We started off, I believe, unless that was the session before, but I'm pretty sure that it wasn't, at a nice little fountain full of healing water.
It
That was where we started, right?
Yeah, that's where we started.
Okay, good. In the middle of the temple to something or another.
Mental.
Which we were basically just supposed to find, but we were like, let's go inside and just see what's up. So we went in there, we found that fountain the day before, and then we head out again deeper into the depths, where we eventually realized that this was in fact the Black Dragon's lair, as we were told before, I'm pretty sure. And eventually found ourselves in the awkward position of, after fighting a bunch of lizard men, of seeing a bunch of like corrupted eggs and like the altar of the water goddess or something.
The manpole.
Exactly. And so we decided with a heavy heart and a sad warning to smash the eggs and then very quickly leave. But as we tried, the Black Dragon came back, and that was awkward with us having his baby and all. But we somehow managed to convince it that, hey, we could be great servants and we'll find your wormling for you, as it was clinging to Joldan's leg. And pretty much managed to flee somehow and not get eaten. So that was good. Afterwards, we reported back to the tower, having said something along the lines of, we found it, and the altar was unfortunately already broken, because we broke it, because it was evil, and there was a water elemental that we fought. And then we headed back to town. I'm probably forgetting something. We also went to the wizard to ask about the orb thingy, the key that popped out of the altar.
We also had, for example, we found out people in the market square were like making like a plate of our heroics.
Oh yeah, that sure happened.
And a woman came up to us, wanting with secreties.
Oh yeah, we wanted to meet her.
And we bought a tavern.
And we bought a tavern because we needed a place to stash the wormling, and a flooded tavern was perfect. Also, a tavern in general is pretty perfect. So Joldan can show all these amateurs how it's really done. After fixing it, maybe.
That is the reason we have it. So you can teach amateurs.
I mean, he needs to educate these folks in this town that all they know is wrong.
I love it.
Sure.
All right. So you spoke to Delphin. He gave you very little information about the key. He gave you basically an idea that maybe you should head over to the Ambergull estate, to south of Daggerford, and check that place out, as that may have some answers. But then I believe you guys decided that you were going to talk to this young lady, young pregnant lady, before going anywhere. And I believe that's actually where we stopped, as you guys were heading over to the shadow of Delphin's tower.
Yes.
So
the shadow, nothing else, just the shadow. We go.
Specifically the shadow, because apparently there's some runes that supposedly mean that you can't be eavesdropped on magically or otherwise.
Karliah will find out when she walks in with her detect magic radius around her.
There are wards all over the tower.
Yay!
So yeah, I mean, it's been weathered for decades, but it's barely got a crack or a blemish. It's been there for a very long time. It's only about 3 stories high, but it casts a very long shadow, especially at dusk, which is the time that you're meeting Anya. And in fact, it actually reaches all the way up to the wall here, so it's pretty far, the shadow. But yeah, I presume you all do you all go, or Franz and
why not?
everybody?
I think so.
I mean, I said we'd go. So,
I mean, we're already there, all of us.
Okay, she'll. Well, as you guys approach, she kind of beckons you over with a wave of her hand. It says, "Thank you all for coming. It's really nice of you. I actually didn't think you would come."
Well, how could we pass up on a mysterious offer such as yours, whatever that offer might be?
She kind of gives a half-hearted smile, like she's not really sure how to take that. She says, "Well, I wanted to talk to you about. I wanted to talk to you about something. It's the father of my unborn child. He's in danger, and I really fear for his life. His name's Arasan, and at first my father hired him as a shepherd, but then they had a fight after some sheep went missing, and then Arasan found work elsewhere, but we continued to see each other, and then he fell into a bad crowd. He would give me money and not say where he got it. And then the last time I saw him, he told me about some treasure buried under a ruined estate near Crom's Hold. He and his friends planned to split the loot between them, and then he said he'd return a rich man. I wanted you guys, maybe you could look for him." She kind of looks at you all, expectantly.
Well, how long has it been gone?
A few days. He's only been gone a few days. But what really caught my attention was that when I got pregnant, I told Arasan, and he paid a Babado, a witch who practiced herbal magic, to look after me, and then she would visit quite often. And then yesterday I saw her face on the wanted poster, and then I started to really worry. Maybe that's the type of crowd he's into. People that the Duke would want to pay 1,000 gold for. You know, that's.
Franz sort of scratches the back of his head. Well, I think you're the midwife witch lady that you sort of met. I think she was a red wizard then, because that according to what they said, that's the infamous Boo Boo doll. He nods gravely.
She kind of widens her eye and says, "Well, really? Like, you think that?"
I mean, that seems likely. Looks around.
Her face kind of pales a little bit. Says, "But how could he get in with red wizards? Don't they only travel like alone or with another red wizard, or what?"
Franz scratches his head again. I honestly, I don't know much about them. I don't think, at least. But don't worry. We'll go look for him, right? Looks at the others.
Of course.
I mean,
This
worst
family
case,
needs the father.
worst case, we just find him in the middle of his treasure hunt and can maybe help him with it.
So, where was this more exactly, did you say? Crom's Hold?
she shakes her head and says, "No, an old estate near Crom's Hold.
Yeah.
Do you have a map? Maybe I can point out where it might be."
Yes. Franz points to the left.
She points basically onto Ambergole Estate.
Was that the place we were going anyway?
That's where Delphin said that you should go.
Okay. Well, in that
And
case,
it is
well-
ruined.
It's like a quest.
well, miss, you're in luck because we're already going there, and we'll keep an eye out for your long lost husband.
Jonas, this feels like a side quest in like
What?
for a game. So our character feels like a side quest, just a little side quest. That's all.
A little sarcastic.
Franz is absolutely mystified.
He's still talking to her tail.
What are you talking about, Side? This is a woman. She's deathly worried. You behave. He slaps the tail.
She tried to avoid.
Deck saves.
Are we still doing this? Are we still doing this?
Yes. It's my tail. My tail.
Damn. Can't hit that.
Almost.
That tail.
Slippery tail.
Yeah.
Well, she starts beaming, very happy, a grin wide across her face, and she says, "Oh, that's great! Thank you." Fuck the dogs. And then she goes on to describe her husband, saying that he's average height with tanned skin. You know, he's out a lot. He works in the sun. Dark brown hair, brown eyes, and a vertical white scar over his right eyebrow.
And his name was?
Arasan. I will
Harrison.
put it in the chat for you. There you go.
Harrison.
Arasan.
Le Harrison.
Arasan.
Well,
Yeah. And she seems done with what she wanted to talk about, and she is very happy. But she doesn't walk away, because that would be rude. After
Why
all,
did
you
you
are
want to
going
be
to say.
in such secrecy?
Because if Arison is in trouble, I don't want the Duke's guards to find him and arrest him. I don't want our child to grow up without a father. So this place is meant to be the best place to talk in secret, and no guards can overhear us.
Ragmund kind of looks around. Yes, there's
No
guards
guards.
here.
Franz nods. This makes sense to him.
There are 500 guards right, all hiding behind Franz.
They need to crouch quite a bit for that to happen.
500 halfling guards.
They're all natural. Well then, guess we should prepare for the trip.
Guess we should.
All right. So what way do you guys want to go? You could follow the trail, where you might have an easy time. You could go down the main road, but then going through the wilderness with no real trail could be difficult, and you could run into some trouble. Or you could get in a boat, go all the way around, and then you could go over here, but then you have to go, and then it's a whole thing.
I mean,
But yeah.
it would make sense, I think, just take the road. Or, like, to take,
I
like,
mean, if we're taking our little buddy with us, and then we should take the trail so we aren't on the open road for too long.
The question is, do we want to
That's
go
true,
to
yeah.
this marsh?
that it's true. If we were taking our little buddy with us, other than Franz, the other little buddy, yes, we should probably stay off the road.
Can't stay cooped up in the inn all day. He'll just eat everything.
That is a valid point, I suppose. We're on babysitting duty.
Yay.
He needs to be shown how to hunt and survive.
I guess.
Okay then, so not the main road. That's what we're doing. Stay away from people will be.
You would have heard Liam's Hold, which is on the main road, has had a little bit of a hobgoblin problem. But nothing too serious for them. I mean, it's a hold, they're pretty well defended, but some travellers have had some issues on the main road and the doors. So that is one thing that should be considered as well.
He's doing a nice thing. Like, if we do end up running across someone and we need to hide the dragon, I can turn the dragon invisible temporarily.
Pretty good.
So,
Sure.
I have the spell invisibility, and I can get my spells up really quickly. So if we need to hide him, I can hide him for up to 1 hour of invisibility.
Can we give him a cloak or something so he looks a little bit mysterious, so people don't immediately know it's a dragon?
He's a mysterious halfling going across the road.
Yeah, it's like a mysterious kobold friend or something.
He basically look like a dog with a cloak.
Yeah, and they'll be like, that's adventurers. Yeah, they're weird. Whatever.
It's just a druid animal companion.
I mean, it could sit on Franz's head and then wear a cloak, and it would look like a human.
Bit lumpy, but
Yeah.
And they've got lizard man with them. Fair enough.
they do have a lizard man with them.
I don't know how Franz would feel about having a dragon on his shoulders.
At least he's not dribbling anymore.
He has to learn to close his mouth. I'm so proud.
But is it
I mean-
constrained?
You could ask for if Delphin has a hat of disguise. That's an idea.
We would probably need to exchange some of our items we have for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just put a sack over him.
We
and make
do
him
have some
mysterious.
we do have some scrolls we could exchange for magic items from him if we need to. Probably not.
No.
I don't think it's going to be a huge problem having this running around. Unless the black dragon comes, then we're screwed, but...
Well, if the black dragon comes, we run for the hills.
Yeah, so it can, like, burn us easier.
Okay.
I mean, well, it has acid, not fire. So I mean,
As it burns, man.
it's true.
Still
We want to get
burns.
into cover, though, maybe a forest.
All right. So you want to go by small trail? I'm hearing instead of main road.
Away from people.
Yes.
We'll get to
Cadeau.
see this marsh.
Yeah, is it me? Is it me, or
Yes.
did the map just get transmuted? It's all
Hey?
colory now. It's all changed.
What?
The map just
What?
changed. The map just changed on my screen for some reason. It's really weird.
Also, don't move me at the moment I'm doing things.
All right. So instead of going all the way down to like right at the edge of the lizard, you won't actually need to do that. What the map doesn't show you is there is a kind of path going this. That would make the most sense. This is a good patrol area, basically. A lot of bandits like between the main road and the coast. So people, Crom's Hold, Daggerford, Liam's Hold, they all send out patrols this way.
What's the Crandon Manor?
That is a manor. I destroyed manor in the Lizard Marsh. So, all you know is that it's horrible ruins that is nothing anymore. No one lives there. Too many
Franz, the
lizard
marsh
folk.
was setting things on fire.
Woo!
There was more
Alright.
about storms.
So, yeah, you go along this way. I presume you avoid the populated area of Gillian's Hill.
It's gonna slip around there.
What is Gillian's Hill? What is over there?
Not much,
People.
really. People. It's people. Lots of people.
Small
Lots.
town.
So many people.
Yeah.
You know, if maybe I'll reflavor Scorching Ray into like a lightning attack or something down the road. But for now, I don't want to poke around too much with it. That's what-
It's like cloud
Scorching.
steam burning them.
It's scorching plasma.
Yes, that's right. Plasma Ray. I like it.
All right.
It wasn't bright enough already.
So you done with your token now, Jonas?
Nope.
Nope.
Hang on.
Wrong.
These spells.
Alright, now I'm done.
Now you're done. All right. Okay. As you set up camp in the night, if you guys would be so kind as to come over here.
Should tell me where over here is.
I should have enforced you.
Let's see,
Okay.
like a
Oh,
half a...
yeah. Skirmish. I'm sure nothing bad will happen here.
No, no.
No, nothing.
Hello.
Have you never?
I do
never
have
heard-
all of you. So,
Mhm.
oh goodness, you have uncovered everything, but it's fine.
Have you never heard of the luxury campsite called Skirmish?
Yeah,
It's got 5 stars in Traveler's Guide.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Did you say you have a
Everybody
copy, or
likes
do you want me to copy myself in?
I do have a
It's only
copy,
rated
so
by
Franz
bandits.
is being
5 stars.
go away,
Rated
everybody.
5 stars by bandits.
Okay.
always
Set
great,
yourself up.
great plunder here.
Set yourself how you'd like to be.
Sure.
And,
Francis is popped on a rock.
so, how do you guys sleep during the night?
Soundly.
I mean, definitely Ragmund. He sleeps well with his nightcap on.
That is
Yep.
very good.
Ooh.
He's just fluff up the rock and put on the nightcap and then like, oh.
Ah, so cozy.
I don't know. I guess we had some sort of watch when we were like the week in the swamp or whatever we were out there.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a preference?
Well, Jolgan would probably volunteer to take like the first shift.
Sure.
Karliah is
Ragmund
pretty.
needs his beauty sleep.
Karliah is pretty terrible when it comes to it, so I think he would want to take. Karliah would want to take the last shift. He'd be pretty terrible. You think much?
I guess.
She's easily distractible.
Is it like the survival check or some other check to like be on guard?
Could be perception.
Well, I guess Franz will take the second watch,
Okay.
which means Ragmund on the third.
All right.
Sure.
I mean, I can go for my beauty sleep first. Right, come on.
Sheep, as you somewhat command your Black Dragon Wormling, you can actually decide when it does a sort of watch,
Yeah.
but it's easily distracted.
It'll do the same watch as Jolgan does, because he has to. He'll take his watch to basically teach it the difference between different plants and which one would be good to eat. Probably, although he has no clue what the hell black dragons eat, but he'll try his best. And it's never asked for this.
Also, your health, max health doesn't, or your current hit points don't change until you rest. All right. Well, in that case, can Jolgan do a perception check?
Oh, can he ever? Perception. No, he can't.
Better than my passive.
Okay.
Depends on how sneaky the sneakers are.
He is so distracted trying to think of ways how to teach this wormling that he is apparently less observant than he would be if he was just walking around.
All right. Well, as you're teaching the Black Dragon a thing or two about some berries and stuff, you quickly realize that there has actually been some buzzing as the night has been going on, and it's been getting louder and louder. And now, actually, you kind of realize, and you turn around,
Oh no.
and
No, not again.
there's actually a lot of Sturges around.
Oh, I hate Sturges so much.
I hate looking at them.
Oh, they're disgusting critters.
Oh, and they want to nom yum you.
And they apparently want to have 1,000,000 initiative checks.
Absolutely disgusting
roll for
creatures.
initiative.
Let's see.
Did Jolgan have enough time to like kick us awake?
You would have enough time to like wake you guys, yeah.
How dare they interrupt Karliah's beauty sleep?
All right. Sturge number 5, which is here, will buzz over to Karliah. Jonas's resigned sigh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I know what these things do.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm about to find out.
We've fought so many Sturges.
Yep.
Yeah. It bites at you. And,
Okay, it bites at me.
yes, it sure does.
Which does what? What's that weapon note?
It does 8 damage. Let me just quickly
Hmm.
grab up the stupid things sheet.
Because I can accept 1 point of damage. This is acceptable.
Yes. All right.
See, 1 point.
It has attached to you.
Okay, it's just attached to me.
It has attached to you by its long beak, and it now seems to be sucking the blood from you.
That is not terrible.
Yeah. And
Oh, actually, so this creature just hit me, right?
it has.
Do I want to use that? I've never used this so far in the entire game, and I kind of want to.
Sure.
You know what? I haven't used it once in the entire game. I'm going to do a reaction here to it
Mm-hmm.
because I don't like this.
Level 2 spell.
It's my racial ability, to be precise.
All right. Yeah, it's dead.
And essentially, as it bites into her,
Yeah.
Karliah just like, or you know, Karliah's trying to stand up, you know, a little bit annoyed here, because it also moves on to her initiative, which is great. And it kind of bites into her. She kind of just leaps up, like, ah, the hell! Just sticks out her hand and suddenly, just suddenly from her horn, like hellfire just erupts. Like, oops. She looks at her hand. Didn't know I could do that.
Yeah.
That's, that explains why that man died last night when he slapped my butt in the bar.
What, the bar that you guys let strangers into?
No, the bar where, you know, Karliah goes to do her card tricks.
Of course, yeah.
Like, hey baby, smack!
Anyway, Karliah, I suppose, is going to select a target, which will be Sturge number 6, I think.
Right.
And will then, as a quick action, is going to cast one of her spells on it. She's going to Hex Sturge number 6. I will choose the secondary effect to be Dexterity Disadvantage.
Okay.
There's no save.
1d6 damage. Okay.
Well, it doesn't take now, it takes whenever I hit it. It takes 1d6 extra.
Alright, cool. That's fine.
That was a quick action. Then Karliah is going to move over to here. Move over to here. And is going to shoot at Sturge number 6.
Okay. Kills it.
Well, 9 points of damage in total.
Yeah. These guys are not very healthy looking.
I did not imagine so. So I can also mark down Hex in progress. Okay, that's it. All my actions used.
Okay. Alright, Sturge 1 will buzz. And then it will continue its buzz dash.
Hello.
Mustache.
Buzz dash. This guy will buzz. And then it will dash, buzzing.
I bet.
Jolgan.
Alright, well, this is... He probably knows these things. Could you give me my bear, please?
I certainly can.
Paging one bear.
Dr. Bear to the battlefield. Dr. Bear to the battlefield. All right.
Because
Let you
Jolgan
pop
very
up.
much knows that Even the small things in forests and such can be very, very dangerous. These things are not really part of that rule, but they are so annoying.
They're
So-
incredibly annoying.
Bonus action for him to expand and rear up in his new furry form as he'll smack stage number 1. This is not my up-to-date token. It doesn't have its attacks.
Okay, I'll grab the one that was on actual Daggerfoot then.
Yeah.
Go away.
Ba-ba.
Level 2 barrel.
Barrel. You come.
Boomf.
And boop. Alright.
Right. This one has attacks and also a bunch of labels that are not true. Right. Let's bite the first surge. 13.
13. That is just a hit.
Right.
And funny enough, it is.
And then he'll step here and with a second attack smack at the other one.
Yes.
21.
That dies.
Cool.
All these
Good.
actions.
Well, this was a bonus action, a standard action to attack, and a move action in between. So I'm done.
I'm nothing
Ragmund.
had great where I had a move, quick reaction, and fire.
Ah, well then. Who's going to move next? It's going to be stage number 9. Well, I guess I will shoot it. The guiding bolt. Right. How did that attack go again? Oh, I forget these things so easily.
What's that?
Guiding bolt. Range spell attack against the target. Okay. So it is like it's 10 plus my casting stat, right?
DC is 8 plus your proficiency plus your casting stat.
Yep, it's your spell DC. Should be on the sheet.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's spell attack bonus is 5. So it is 15, yeah. Do it against surge number 9.
Are you sure it's DC 15?
No, it should be 13, right?
Yeah, it should be 13.
8, remember, it's 8 plus, not 10 plus.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's 8.
8 plus 2 plus wisdom for
Yep.
you, which
Oh,
be...
I was looking at the spell attack bonus and it's 5, so.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the spell attack
yeah,
bonus
that
is
has your
5.
proficiency.
But the base... No, the spell attack bonus is 5 if you attack with it, but you're not attacking with it, you're just making an explosion and they will have to dodge. There's no attack roll.
What is it using?
yeah.
So you would just go to your spell DC.
What is it
Just
using?
range spell attack against the target.
Well, then
Okay.
then it's just
Well,
a plus
what-
5, yeah.
Yeah, what's the spell you're using precisely?
Guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt. Alright.
Make a range spell attack against
Um,
the target.
Yeah, you make a ranged spell attack.
It should be on your attack frame then. If you just click attack, you should
Yeah,
have it.
yeah,
Like,
it should
Yeah,
just
so
be.
can
basically
add it
making
to-
another attack as if a ranged weapon, essentially.
yeah, you can just add it as a range weapon. That's what I've done with mine.
Basic functions as one. Also, side note, because I have to note it, my magic is technically ended.
Okay,
I can't use it while in combat while using Hex. So
sure.
I don't think that's really a major issue.
So just
No, not really. Just
does
a
it roll a d20 then for the attack?
Yeah, it's just like a normal, like a melee attack, but it uses your wisdom instead of your strength.
Okay, well then it's just a plus 5 to hit. Go.
That
Against
damage
who?
though.
9.
All right, yep, that kills it.
And I'll keep standing here to protect Franz.
Okay. Speaking of,
Well, Franz is looking very fancy these days. He has a nice coat on that's slightly shimmering, especially in the sun. Clear magical. He walks with a small lightning shaped staff, maybe, or not lightning shaped, but it's an iron staff with some runes and lightning symbols engraved into it that also glow a little bit. And now he also, from inside of his coat, pulls out a wand that is silver and with gold inlays and has almost like a frozen flame on top of it. And he swings it around, casting magic missile with the wand, shooting a bolt each on one of these sturges, basically. So let's just roll that. On the left, in the middle, on the right. Bam, 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 bam. Right. Streaks of silver lashes out and strikes the Sturgis dead.
And the buzzing stops.
Well.
And there seems to be nothing left.
Franz looks around, stuffs the wand back into his coat, and then he sinks down again. Smacks his lips and sort of rolls over.
Switches back to magic and go to sleep.
Jolgan will
leaning against Jolgan, of course, because he's so soft and fluffy.
Jolgan will poke whoever has got the next watch.
That would be Franz, probably.
Yeah, he'll poke Franz and then go to sleep.
What? But oh.
Maybe now we can have our long rest.
But oh. He looks around. He looks sullenly at the wormling. Is the wormling going to sleep?
Already. Yeah, he's curling up.
Oh, God damn it! Is Jolgan at least back in bear form? Is he going to stay in bear form for a bit?
No, as soon as he lies down, basically, he goes back.
Well, phooey. Franzio's going to plop down and look sullenly around, mumbling to himself.
All right. Well, you do in fact get your long rest.
Yay.
Nothing that night else disturbs you.
I gained back both my spell and my infernal thing. I also forgot I should gain Dark One's blessing. Oh well.
All right. And as you carry on, you are not bothered again by sturges or anything else. In fact, you don't even see people, which is probably actually a good thing, as that's what you were aiming for. And as you... okay, thank you. As you follow an old road, half hidden by grass and weeds, eventually the road disappears and the ground softens as you traverse a highland meadow overlooking the Lizard Marsh. A stiff wind blows from the west, carrying the stench of salt and rot. Ahead you see several large crypts of weathered grey stone in a boggy field full of overgrown weeds and pools of standing water. The stone crypts are arranged in 2 rows, and they appear to be in various states of decay, some intact, others collapsed. A marble statue of a winged angel standing in line with the crypts raises imploring hands to the cloudy skies. You believe that a mansion once stood south of the cemetery, but nothing of it remains except a few crumbling stone chimneys leaning at precarious angles. And I have a map for you guys, which I shall enforce you to.
Franz, cast Mage Armor, quick. The map. Which I see nothing on. It's the map. Well, there it is.
Yeah, there is.
The tiniest little...
There's a sliver.
Square.
There's a sliver for you guys. I'll drag you all. I'll take you all from the skirmish map, as they're all up to date. So why not? I'll be friendly.
I only.
Hang on. There we go.
Things are exploding.
Yeah, you might want to turn off the auto reveal because it will mess you up inevitably.
This the auto reveal is important for in a minute.
Okay.
But basically, you start seeing the crypts to the south. Let me just drag southeast. In fact,
See anything?
You should be able to see enough. Should be able to see the crypt here, right?
If I zoom out,
The edge of a
there we
crypt.
go.
Yeah, on the very edge I see it.
All right, so this is the first row closest to you. There's one to the south, and they go all along to the east. It's a bit foggy, so it's a bit hard to see very far. But you can kind of make out the rough shape of a crypt out to the east and to the south. But you may proceed as you wish. Really.
All right. Let's go.
I suppose I'll move the halfling to just get back.
You know what? This is
Yeah.
already dangerous. Could you give me my bear again?
Sure.
Being level 2, I can stay in wild shape for 2 hours per use.
In doubt, go bear.
Well, you know what? You can have
Speaking
the
of
you
that.
can have the halfling now. It's a problem.
And in fact, Jolgan, before turning into bear, will also have cast Buckskin on himself.
All the buffs.
Okay.
Lasts 1 hour. This is, better safe than sorry.
Sure. All right. You see a door on the western side of this crypt. They seem quite small. Looks like Joldan can fit in there, but probably 2 Joldans wouldn't fit.
Oh, I can't move the wormling because he doesn't have sight.
Ah, yes.
He doesn't know where he's going. He's blind.
Alright. Should do it.
Maybe it's
Yep.
trapped.
Oh,
Alright.
well, let's find
Did you
out.
want-
Joldan will approach and try to open the door.
Alright. You do, in fact, open the door. Wrong tool.
Darkness streams out of it.
Darkness figures out. It's horrifying. No, in fact, inside, the walls of the crypt are lined with niches. Some of the niches are tall, with slightly protruding marble shells that support painted plaster statues of singing angels and dancing devils. Most of the niches are small and hold white marble urns with names stamped on bronze plaques below them. But, no names that stand out to you. On this crypt, the door is on the north.
Preposterous.
Still being around as a magic beacon, just in case.
Okay.
That's my religion telling me about this.
It's nothing fancy. It looks just like a crypt, possibly for servants, long-serving servants. In this southern crypt, a 2-foot tall, 2-foot wide, 6-foot long slab of granite sits in the middle of this crypt. Although there is no body or coffin resting on it, the slab looks like it was intended for that purpose. The facing walls contain dozens of niches, several of which contain ceramic urns. And in fact, with Karliah's detect magic beacon on at all times, It reveals a faint aura of abjuration on the slab, for it halts the decay, halts the natural decay of any corpse placed upon it.
I will just kind of casually mention this.
Are these the same as in the temple that we found then?
No.
That place also had like magic against decay.
That was the water, I believe, if you put like a body in the water.
Yes. The water would stop any decay. That is true.
And that would be for like basically like indefinitely, essentially, while this is water on the slab.
Yeah.
I thought there was like on the walls as well or something.
No, they just had other things.
There is that's too big. I'll just remove that. There is a angel statue, the angel statue that I mentioned, to your east, that no longer has a vision blocking layer on top of it. I was probably very tired when I did that. It's a 10-foot tall marble angel. Raises its hands to the clouds. The weather stains on its face, resembling tears of dried blood. The statue is perched atop a granite dais, set firmly into the bog. Chiseled into the base are the words, "Let the sins that haunt us in life be forgotten in death."
Such is not magical, is it?
No.
Okay.
It is not.
Bear Jolgan ponders the words in the statue, nods slightly, and then goes away disinterested.
It's a bit grim.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome back, Jonas. You're riding the bear.
Yes, of course. I mean, Franz is so
He's-
happy.
Franz is completely like immersed in
Yep.
the fur.
Whoa, he's giggling. You just hear his childlike giggle from somewhere
I was
inside the bear.
Like, originally, I planned to drag you, then he turned into a bear, and it's like, well, your problem now.
Hmm.
The crypt that you're heading towards is all decayed, crumbling. The roof is collapsed in. The walls are all broken, and stones scatter the floor.
Well, let's check out the crypt. Yeah.
All right.
Push open the door or pull open, whatever works.
Pull works.
Jolgan will push anyways.
It is very much like the first crypt, with walls lined with niches. Some are tall, some are short, with marble shells that support plaster statues of singing angels, dancing devils, with urns and bronze plaques with names of people that were likely servants.
It's not very exciting.
In
Whole
fact,
lot of nothing here.
Franz's home that he burnt down probably had crypts similar to this.
Oh, I didn't burn the crypt.
They did get struck by lightning, however. That wasn't your fault.
Yeah, well,
Or at least you don't claim it's your fault.
Yeah, well.
I have not
okay,
been.
Just give me a
I was not seen doing it. No one can prove a damn thing.
Okay. All right.
We'll wait until the divinist gets on our side. We'll see what happens then.
All right. Well, as you open this door, the walls of the crypt are made of bare stone, and the chamber contains nothing but dust and footprints. In this.
Footprints, you say?
Mm.
What do the footprints smell like?
They smell like
Someone really needs
humans. Humans, a dwarf, a half orc, similar to the half orcs that you encountered in the swamp, and something that smells a lot worse. but somewhat similar. It's not a pleasant smell.
Maybe a full
Well, Jolgan will mumble all these things in the non-existent language of him speaking as a bear that nobody can understand.
Sorry, one person understands.
Yeah. Just wait until he can speak. Oh, all the problems.
You know, this is making me more and more tempted to take speak with animals as a permanent spell.
No, he does know. He can speak common, actually. He's a quick learner. So he conveys everything that Jolgan's telling him.
See, you're making me more and more tempted to spend one of my permanent evocations on be able to speak with animals.
What does Varys sound like then?
He sounds very similar to Jolgan, actually.
Oh no.
That's just
A bit more dragony, kind of rolls keeps his S's.
Basically, he's a dragon with a dwarven accent.
Yeah, pretty much. He's learnt common from Jolgan, basically.
Oh. Jolgan barely knows common himself.
Yeah.
Exactly. But in fact, all of you, apart from Karliah, because she can't see the square I'm talking about, can see that there is a trap door right in the corner. Yeah, but there is a trapdoor there, leading downwards, obviously.
Probably just keeping herself close enough that she knows her power will penetrate through the walls if there's magic inside.
Yes. There is not.
Oh, a trapdoor, you say?
Does it look big enough
as in a
for Jolgan?
Yes, it is. Just a bit over 5 foot by 5 foot. Jolgan could probably just squeeze in there. Franz might have to come off for it, though.
Oh, okay. Franz will glide off the bear.
It's fine. The bear squeezes down, then you jump onto the bear.
Right, let's squeeze into the trapdoor.
Mm-hmm.
Because surely if there's anything interesting here, then it'll be behind the trapdoor, because most interesting things usually are.
We have grease if we need to grease the bear.
No, the bear does not think that grease is necessary.
Alright, I'm just saying.
Alright.
He can't communicate.
He's been in tight spots before. He won't elaborate on that, but
I'm sure he'd love to.
Moving you guys down here.
I can't teleport myself. No.
Cannot teleport. I can only teleport you.
But what? Wait, why am I at the front?
I just put you wherever. No, don't go that way. Don't go. No, come back, my beautiful people. Come back.
Break!
So you pop down here, and as you flow in, you see just round the corner. A couple of heads poking around the corner. And as you see that, sorry, I'm just finding the stat sheet.
Captain, a bear has crawled into our crypt.
Why is this bear crawling into our crypt? God damn it!
Yeah, they look.
Winter yet?
They look very startled, and as you come down, the bigger and possibly older one steps forward and brandishes his weapon, which is in fact a spear.
Well, Jolgan will diffuse this situation by rearing up on his hind leg, giving them a toothy smile and waving slightly.
He kind of takes a half step back as you rear up. He looks down the corridor, past his friend, and then he kind of seems to steel himself and moves forward again, kind of hesitantly, and says, I can't let you come past. You have to stay.
Hello.
He looks to Franz and says, you have to leave, all of you.
Well, we just got here.
seems very rude to make us lead now. Karliah said, leaning around the corner slightly.
I'm Franz. These are my friends. We're here to, well, I suppose we're here to sort of plunder the wealth of this place and also look for someone named Arison.
The man looks behind him and then looks in front of you. The man behind him doesn't actually look at you guys. He's still looking down the corridor, actually. Keeps glancing over.
At this, basically, Jolgan will have enough of these people's shit and just slowly lumber forward in a sort of motion that very much suggests try to stop me if you want.
Yeah, they will. So roll for initiative.
Alright.
I mean, if they really want to, I mean...
That guy
They are
looks
hiding
familiar.
something. They are hiding something.
That guy looks familiar.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It does, indeed. The second guy does, in fact, look like the man Anya described.
Franz sighs, oh bother.
It's just a coincidence.
Try not to kill them too much, Jolgan, would you? I can't also target myself because there's a bear.
Hang on, let me just...
Yeah.
There you go, yeah.
If you double click on the bear, you can select yourself. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Oh yeah, if you double click on the bear where your token should be.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
I'm just gonna be back here.
Well, he acts first and will come forward and stab at Jolgan. Misses. But he doesn't seem very good. In fact, he doesn't even have a right hand, so that might explain it.
Oh.
And
Is it freshly lost?
no, there's like a stub there now. And the young lad will try as well.
And actually hits.
He seems proud of himself.
By tiny poke of 2 points of damage.
Franz looks at them and says, can we not fight, please? Like, we need to get past. Can we talk about this? Come on, guys. He's not going to do anything.
Can you roll me? I forget what the... is that diplomacy or persuasion? Persuasion.
I can roll persuasion.
Okay. Ragmund.
So, is there a way to fight without killing them? Is there a way to like knock them out?
Yeah, you can
Yes.
declare that your attacks
On
are
the-
non-lethal.
It's even easier in 5th edition. If an attack knocks them out, you can then decide how you knock them out. That goes for any attack you do ever. Basically, the default is that you kill them, but you can say with that attack that would have killed them, I actually knocked them out with that.
It's the 13th age approach of if you deplete their HP, you can decide what happens to them in a physical manner, essentially.
Yep. So mostly we just kill things, but sometimes we don't want to.
Yeah. I'll go over and bonk this guy.
You do, in fact, bonk him.
Calm down as he swings at him.
Did you want to roll a persuasion? Give you the option.
Sure, I'm not good at it, but...
Intimidate. Either way, really. Kind of intimidate.
That's even worse. Or, I don't know. Let's roll. Check. Charisma.
Okay.
Pretty good, actually, for my roll.
Karliah.
Karliah will, well, before stepping out, Karliah is going to go ahead and cast Affirmatage to use one of its abilities to create harmless tremors in the ground within 30 feet around us. as she kind of steps out. She kind of steps out with her power brewing, looking towards them. You're outmatched and outnumbered. Stop this now, or else you will feel our fury.
All right, give me
Intimidate.
intimidate. Yeah.
Good Karliah has no time for this. She's not interested. It's just done.
Okay. They will. Well, in fact, the young lad first will say, "Okay, I don't want to die. I don't want to die."
Harmless tremors going up around him.
And as he says that, the other man seems very seems to agree with this as well. Out from the corner pops an imp that shouts, "Traitor!" And hasn't acted yet. He's just kind of moved a little.
Oh.
Still your turn.
It
was sort of a reaction.
I did not expect an imp to suddenly pop out. Okay. We killing the imp?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's a devil. We don't
Do you
want
have a
anything
kind of
it's selling.
Is there a bit of kind of... I mean, Karliah looks at herself for a second.
What? You're not a devil, are you?
Not quite.
Oh, there we go.
Is there a particular kind of save you would like the imp to be bad at?
Not quite. Let's switch the topic.
Okay. Well, I'll just move on to next turn then. No point in casting this hit on them.
Okay. The two humans do not seem very interested in fighting anymore. But the imp is.
Imp does.
Yes. And what he shall do is use his wicked sting on his tail against the older man. Misses him. Your little buddy does not see a way in. Yeah, he doesn't see a way in.
Get on top of the bear.
He will wait for his moment to strike gloriously.
All right. Let's see. These two don't want to fight us, and the imp is really, really small. So maybe Jolgan could just walk past everything, right?
I would class them as allies to you, yes.
All right.
You could move past them.
Could he also walk over the imp?
The imp?
Or rephrasing that, can the imp stop me?
You can walk over an enemy creature if it is 1 or 2 sizes below you.
Yeah.
And he gets an attack opportunity, and it counts as difficult terrain. But yes.
That's fine. All right. Jolgan will just barrel past these humans over the imp.
Barrel.
Yeah.
All right.
Do a barrel roll.
Just no, Jonas. Just no. Well, the attack of opportunity then.
Sure.
Ow.
That does it.
Can you make a Constitution saving throw then?
I hope so.
I hope so too. That's
18, yes.
You certainly make it.
I'll take the 4 points. And then Jolgan, after taking a peek down the corridor, will turn around, looking the imp in the eyes as he rears up once more and smashes down. First with a bite. And then a swipe of both his bear claws for a terrible miss, smashing into the floor of the crypt here or whatever.
Indeed. It does smash into the crypt floor. Alright, that doesn't kill him. But he looks very badly wounded. Like he can barely hold on.
But barely. Oh.
Barely. But older guy has had enough of this imp's shit. But not enough, apparently. And so does the young dude. And just enough. The imp on his spear. And then, horrified, he his spear with the imp on it. Screaming, "Ah! I killed it! I killed it!" And looking to his friend, goes, I killed it! And then his face kind of pales and goes, "Oh, Dawa's gonna be so angry."
Jolgan will pretty much give both of them the look that he has on his token, which can probably be identified as explain.
What is going on here?
Alright.
Karliah will wave a hand and stop the tremors.
They will say that, well, the older man will actually say this. He'll say, "We're here to plunder the crypts of the Ambergold house. And this is the family's crypt. And
Doesn't explain that.
We were here with a lady. I think a wizard of sorts. And this was her pet."
A lady, you say? Spellcaster?
Nods.
Kind of
Fat
looks
old hag as well.
kind of looks down at Franz.
We were here to protect this entrance, and that thing was here to make sure we didn't run.
That small thing, but you took it out yourselves.
It shakes their head and it says, we saw the imp use its stinger on someone. It wasn't good. His insides rotted, and they both kind of grimace at the memory.
Ragmund kind of looks at Jolgan to see if he's okay. Because he did get stung.
He was not affected though.
Jonas kind of poking at the slight wound he got. Just kind of bare shrugs.
Barely shrugs.
Ugh, these bear puns are just the worst. But they'll say, we just wanted treasure, you know, and we didn't want to be here for long, but they've been down there for so long, and the imp just wouldn't let us leave.
How long?
Like about 4 days. Who stays down in a crypt for 4 days? We don't even have we've only got like a week's left of rations, and that was meant to last us to get home. Like, this was as long as we could have waited.
Well, I think you should probably go home, actually. I don't think hanging around here will help you much. We'll look through the crypt, right?
How many of you are there?
Also, do you know Arasan? Is he here? Is he down there?
The younger lad kind of looks a bit shocked and says, "My name's Arasan."
Franz looks sternly at him, which might look a bit comical, but
Shaking her head.
does he fit the description?
Yes.
Franz takes a step forward. Well, you should really go home to your pregnant wife, sir. She really misses you, and she's very, very, very worried. And she sent us here to find you, partly.
Partly.
She did? How did she afford that?
Quirks an eyebrow. Well, we're not heartless monsters who would refuse a lady the service to find her runaway husband who's captured
Despite
in
the
a
look, of
death
course.
crypt.
Karliah says, like, gesturing to herself.
Uniting families is something we kind of do.
See?
He kind of looks somewhat ashamed at himself and says, "Yeah, I should go back and maybe I can."
Also, don't hang around with this wrong crowd again.
That's right. This guy is clearly not to be trusted. Points at Boltron.
He looks shocked and for a minute and it's kind of like, well, yeah, okay. Sure.
Now, when you get back, Erison, you will do something else, right? Like apply for the city guard or something. If you style yourself an imp killer, go and fight for the guard. Do something good for the damn town. Jeez. Don't run away from your wife. Go. Sort of shoos him.
He nods and says, "Of course," and kind of like
Up.
squeezes past you. Up.
As Franz holds up a lordly hand. He says, "Also take this," and he hands him 50 gold pieces in a pouch. And then looks at him and says, "This is for you and your wife and the little one. And if I catch you anywhere near these people again, or doing anything that is not on the up and up, Mr. Bear will have a stern talking to you."
Yeah, he looks back at the bear and looks back at Franz, and like a kind of a tear starts to form in his eyes, and he says, "Thank you. Look, who are you? I should name my child after you."
Well,
thank you.
There'd be a lot of names, I'm afraid. You can call me Franz. I have a full name, but that's very long and complicated.
Just pick one of them, Franz. I'm sure I can lend one of them.
Well, the Bandobras, Adalgrim, Franzibald, Weatherbee, the second. So there you go.
He kind of looks a bit shocked again and says, I think Franz will do. But thank you. This could buy us. I mean, this could buy us a lot. Thank you." And kind of like leans down to like go for a hug.
Sure.
Maybe he's a bit lost in the emotion.
Sure. Franz will sort of hug him a little bit, I guess. You know, lordly, give him a pat on the back and say, "Well, you go home now, all right?"
Before they go, maybe they can tell us how many of them there were.
We have the other one.
Well,
Probably
I mean,
wasn't just a lady and these two.
If Ragmund says that, Arasan would definitely give you some information.
Yeah. He asked it before, but yeah. How many of you were there? I mean, just the two of you and the lady?
Well, I mean, no. There was me. There was Baltron. There was Dawa, whose imp that was. There was Thord, a dwarf. There was Grit, who was Thord's son, but he was like a half orc. And then there was Lump, who was a kind of an ogre, but a bit shorter, kind of like an orc, part orc, part ogre. He really didn't speak much, but he had a pet rat. And then there was 4 others with us, 4 other humans. Their names were Garen. Well, I mean, we called him Bear because he's quite a big guy. Neville, Telmac, and Ulvar. They were all humans. That kind of rounds us off. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of us in total.
The lady was the only one magically inclined.
He nods and says, "I don't think anyone could really put two sticks together. Yeah, anyone.
Ragmund
do
looks
that.
him up and down and nods.
Well, Darwa's short and fat, and when you see her, you'll recognize her as being Darwa. When I mean short and fat, you'll know who I mean. Kind of looked at Franz in the look of, can I go now? With my loots.
If he says loot, Franz will slap him in the face.
He does not say loots. But he gives you the look of, can he leave, basically.
I'm fine with him leaving. Anyone else want to?
Probably that's as much.
Jolgan answers his look of "Can I leave?" with a look that says, "I don't know. Can you?"
Flexing his claws.
He can barely handle this anymore.
Karliah's okay with him leaving, just kind of gently putting a hand on his shoulder as he kind of goes past. Good luck. Try to stay out of this, pretty boy. You don't want to be dealing with us again.
Kind of jumps as you put the hand on his shoulder, and is like, I won't, I promise, I promise.
As the black dragon looks at him from the corner like,
And he vanishes up the stairway.
So, who exactly are you?
yeah, you! Are you some sort of bandit lord?
I am Baldrin Felwick. I was a bodyguard of a Kalashite merchant.
Was?
I may have stole from his wagon in Baldur's Gate, and that's where I lost the hand.
Mm-hmm. Immediately started saying stole, like, Karliah just started moving her eyes down to his hand. Or lack of.
And now you do what exactly for a living?
Get ordered around by imps, apparently.
Yeah, that's not a good...
I heard about this deal where we could go crypt, grave digging essentially, but less digging and more searching, and that we'd be filthy, stinking rich once we came out.
Well, you're filthy.
Half, yeah, you're half there. What were you asked to search for more precisely?
Well, we didn't search for anything. We just made sure no one came down the trapdoor, and we kind of failed at that, obviously.
Uh-huh.
So we weren't really told much other than stay here. At the end of it, you get a cut.